Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 28 of Oh No Anime, the podcast. It is 12:55 p.m. on Saturday, June 18th, 2016. My name is Mark.
I'm Patrick.
And this is our summer 2016 hot takes preview episode.
I forgot that.
We are actually calling it that.
The hot take episode. This always feels weird because we're closing out the spring season right now. Some things have ended. Lost Village and in big order, the two best worst anime of last season have now ended.
Yes,
and we're already looking forward to the end of this month and the early part of July to see our new anime.
Yeah. So this episode is basically going to have this sort of format. We're going to cover the 10 shows that I think we're most excited about for next season.
I wouldn't go that far. The list I put together were things that I think will be interesting.
Okay. Well, I picked 5 shows that I am excited about. And
I'm just excited about anime, Mark.
Yeah. So if you want to see, we actually have a blog post up on our website that Patrick put together that basically has a full comprehensive preview of everything that's going to be airing in summer 2016.
I think it's probably for the best that we didn't make another 3.5 hour long episode showing everything. As much as I enjoyed doing that, that was rough.
It's hard for us to actually like physically sit through that kind of daunting procedure.
But
so
we took even longer to make the blog post, so make sure to check that out. I believe there will be a link somewhere on the video to it.
There will be. I'll put it in the top left of the video the entire time that this video is up. So at any point you want to see the full preview that we have set forth for summer 2016, just click on that and head on over to our website and check it out, because I think we're both really proud of that, and it looks good, and hopefully it'll give you guys some info on what you might want to watch. So that being said, why don't we jump in to our first show?
Alrighty, this is Amaama to Inazuma. I think the English name that everybody's going with, because it's not licensed yet, is Sweetness and Lightning, which is an interesting name.
Yeah.
You got anything to say about it? I mean, I can start. I don't mind starting for sure.
I mean, this is one of the shows that you put on the list, but I also probably would have put on the list if I had more than 5 shows to choose from. And I also know that you were gonna put it on the list anyway.
Oh,
so,
absolutely, yeah. That's my shit.
I have seen the preview for this show, and I'm pretty excited for it. I think one thing in the past couple of seasons that we have been lacking is some really quality slice of life shows, specifically very cute slice of life shows.
Yeah, it's kind of like an interesting mix between the like uber moe, like Sancho Sanyo or Yuri Yuri type thing, and a heartwarming moe. This is more on the Barakamon scale. What the show Amaama to Inazuma is a math teacher with a I believe recently deceased wife. I'm not sure if they're divorced or deceased. I haven't read enough of the manga, but he's got a kid that he wants to cook for, but he's bad at cooking. And meanwhile, he has a student that also is bad at cooking, but her mother owns a restaurant. So they figure, let's get together and cook and make the kid happy.
Yeah,
it's really sweet.
Could imagine that people that liked Barakamon will probably be very into this show. I was a huge fan of Barakamon when it was on, so I'm very excited to see what this is going to look like. I mean, if the preview is anything to go on, it's going to be really cute.
Yeah, we're playing the preview now yet.
Yeah,
super
adorable. This is definitely one of the episodes that if you are listening on the podcast feed, please go ahead and follow the link in the description to the YouTube page, because there's a lot more. This is a very visual episode, so I would suggest if you have the time, check out the YouTube version of this, because there's a preview for pretty much every show.
I love that screen.
It's so good.
But let's go to the voice cast real quick. Oh god, I can't believe what I put down for notes for Yuichi Nakamura. But our main character is voiced by, of course, Yuichi Nakamura, and I put down Hottie Iceman from Bass Squash and Hoder from Breakblade.
I really hate how
Guy
many
from Guilty Crown.
In my research for this season. I really hate how many Bass Squash credits I saw for people that I put down.
There's a lot of Bass Squash in here, but Yuichi Nakamura is super popular. He I put down the names that nobody would recognize, but so also one of the things that's more interesting is the little girl, the daughter Tsumugi, is voiced by Rina Endo, and we've already spoken about Barakamon in this part of the preview, but she was remember, I think her name was Hina, the crybaby girl.
Yeah.
In Barakamon.
That's
which
fantastic.
Is awesome because she's actually 10 years old in real life, and she was fun in that show. I'm sure
she was very good in that show. All of the child voice actors in Barakamon were very good.
I don't know if that's good direction or if it was good voice acting.
It's probably a combination of the two because, I mean, those kids, they had some serious voice acting chops.
Yeah.
And I mean, they sounded realistic, which I think obviously is what both of these directors are going for. But I'm excited to see what her performance is going to be like in the show, and I'm just really excited for the show in general because
it's going to melt our hearts. It's going to melt our icy hearts.
As you guys will see as we go through this preview thing, this summer I think is going to be the summer of Slice of Life.
Oh, for sure. Summer of Slice of Life and sports.
Yeah, definitely true.
So let's move on to our next Slice of Life. This is Amanchu. I think I'll take this one if you don't mind.
Yeah, please do.
This is there's this show that isn't Amanchu. I'm going to start off somewhere else called Aria. That's I don't think it's very popular in the U.S., but outside of the U.S. and in Japan especially, it's like renowned as the like calm show. Like watching it, it's like almost therapeutic in the way it kind of like calms you down, warms your heart. And this is it's been a while since we had an Aria TV show, probably almost like 6-7 years. There's been some OVAs here and there. But this is by the exact same cast and crew and original author of Aria. It's called Amanchu, and it's about diving. I don't think it's pearl diving, but the name of the show is kind of a pun based on that.
Yeah.
But it's about girls who dive as part of their high school club.
It just seems like the perfect summer show. Like
absolutely.
All of the colors are very summery. It's got a beach theme, obviously. It's very much, especially for those of us that live in Florida, very much feels like summer because this is definitely being in the water is as synonymous with summer as anything else down here.
Sure.
So it really looks to be something that is going to put you in that summer mood and really just chill you out. I'm just super excited to have a bunch of chill shows this summer because it really. It's something that I need. Summer is such a busy time for us in the Florida anime scene because all of the conventions.
Got cons out the ass.
That it'll be really nice to have some shows that there's no pressure.
it kind of cools you down, so you don't need the ice water. You
Yeah,
sit there and
exactly.
It warms your heart, but cools your body down.
And also, it's not like I don't look forward to summer. I mean, summer is usually a pretty fun time around here, but it's it's also incredibly hot and incredibly busy.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice to have a show that kind of puts you in that mood without making you go outside.
To talk more about the staff real quick, this is a rarity in that it is actually joint directed by two people. We have Kenichi Kasai and Junichi Sato. Junichi Sato is returning from all the Aria shows, and he has some other pretty incredible credits under his name, like the entire first season of Sailor Moon.
That's a pretty good credit.
He did Princess Tutu, and he also did, in the same vein, he did Tamayura, which is another kind of calm the heart Iyashikei show.
Nice.
Which is great. And then, of course, Kenichi Kasai did Blue Flower, Aoihana. I think that was before we started the podcast, but that was a pretty nice show. Don't want to get into that too much because spoilers everywhere for that one.
Yeah.
Then he also did Bakuman, which was great, and Honey and Clover, which is that was definitely more of a romance, but had kind of the same atmosphere that you want from a sweet show like this.
Yeah, I gotta say, this show is part of a couple different shows this summer that I really, really like the character designs.
Oh yeah,
I really like how it almost seems to be that a lot of shows are kind of turning this color. You're seeing a lot more color, and you're also seeing very like retro character designs. And I really, really like it. I really appreciate it. And this show is definitely part of that. It really, this show and another show that we'll talk about later, Orange, and a couple different shows this summer really just have these really simplistic, colorful, stylized character designs.
They look modern, but kind of harken back to the mid 2000s, really.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a good look for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's move right along ahead.
All right.
To Battery. I think you can take this one from the beginning.
So Battery is a baseball anime, of course. It is adapted from 6 award-winning light novels, and the story follows a despondent pitcher and his catcher and their journey to create a new baseball team. So obviously it is...
Putting it lightly.
Yeah.
Of course, with a baseball team, you get a lot more characters in the Battery.
Yeah. This is a show that is entering an already saturated market. There is a lot of baseball anime.
But it's coming from a good place, and not a lot of them are award-winning novels.
I would be remiss if I didn't say that, but I also think that it is it is carving a niche that I don't think any other baseball anime has attempted, because a lot of the other baseball anime that are out there are very much of the traditional style of sports anime. They're very retro. They're very action focused and very, kind of driven by the sport with characters following. Whereas this looks to be the complete opposite. This is a lot
more like Adachi Mitsu's work with touch and cross game.
Yeah,
it's a lot more of the subtle emotion side. Well, of course, I'm sure we'll have some baseball playing, but
yeah, this looks to be much more character driven than. It looks to position the sport as a framing device for exploring these characters. So this show is also really interesting staff-wise in that it is being directed and written, both script and series composition, by Tomomi Mochizuki, who...
that's a name we don't hear often, but he's
done some good stuff. He directed the first season of Ranma 1/2, and he's also... He pretty much is... single-handedly directed most of the latter half of the Dirty Pair series.
That's just to begin with. There's a lot more credits.
There's a lot more credits, but those are recognizable ones. Music is by Akira Senju, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Excellent. That's really the only soundtrack that I need to mention. He also did Valvrave, but we don't
Valvrave had a good soundtrack.
I'll trust you.
Not great everything else.
I'll trust you on that.
But, yeah.
Character design and animation direction is there's a lot of crossover on the staff. Yeah. Character design and animation direction is being handled by Hideyuki Kusama, Data Live and Sket Dance.
See, what's good about a lot of crossovers, you called it, in the staff is normally when that happens, it's because it's a labor of love for the staff.
There's a cohesiveness of vision.
They're going to give it a very, very fair shake.
The show has, I think, maybe the most interesting voice cast out of any show that I've covered. It is really all over the place. You've got Koiki Uchiyama, who voiced Seiya Kanye in
Kanye West.
Yeah, Kanye West in Oagi Brilliant Park as the main character Takumi Harada. You've got our boy, our wonderful son Tasuku Hatanaka, who is Ikoma in Kotetsujo no Kabaneri, and is also Ushio and Tora as Ushio. He's voicing the catcher of the pitcher and catcher pair, Ko Nagakura. And then you have some other very well-known voice actors like Kaito Ishikawa, Kageyama in Haikyuu, Soma Saito, Tatsumi from Akame ga Kill, and, of course, our other boy, Yuki Ono, Josuke in Diamonds Unbreakable, as some of the secondary characters. Yeah,
he's got himself real popular.
He's got into a good place this season. The PV for this show looks really good.
I really wanted audio for this because this is a long PV that actually came out yesterday. There was a short one that we had in here, and I swapped it out early this morning. The ending theme is like one of my favorite, I can't say OG because it's from the 90s, but one of my favorite just like Japanese pop songs named Spring Comes Tomorrow. And it really gives you the feeling of spring coming tomorrow, which for the Japanese and especially in baseball is important because that's when the baseball season starts, and then it ends with Koshien in the summer. Yeah. So it's really the ending theme being about the beginning of their team and everything.
Now, I'm not trying to say that this is going to be exactly the same show, but being a big fan of modern sports anime, mostly good modern sports anime, that PV felt very Haikyuu-esque.
The art design, for sure.
Yeah. The art design, the colors.
I feel like this is going to be a little less hot-blooded, even though it's like in the description that one of the characters is hot-blooded.
For sure.
We'll see.
But I think it's going to have that same sort of emotional poignancy and good storytelling.
The youth. Feel the youth flow through.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm excited.
Alrighty. This one is also yours.
Yes. It's a very daunting task to take this one on. So Berserk. There is a Berserk adaptation coming in summer. It is by Millipensi and Gemba. Millipensi is the 2D animation studio. Gemba is the 3D. It is adapting the Black Swordsman arc of the original Berserk manga, which is the first arc. Happens after the Golden Age arc, but the Golden Age arc actually comes after.
Yeah.
So basically, they adapted the Golden Age arc into 3 movies. That's technically a prequel to what this is. The definitive arc of Berserk, the one that
it's a Black Swordsman arc,
the one that everyone has been waiting to see, like a big adaptation.
It's been a long time.
So this has huge shoes to fill, needless to say. So it's being
huge fucked up shoes. Oh, these are the wrong notes. Cool. These are my Bakugan notes from last time. Anyway, I don't think we need the notes to talk about this.
I can talk about it. So the direction is being handled by Shin Itagaki. He doesn't really have a whole lot of well-known credits to his name. He directed TQ and Gurren Lagann Parallel Works.
Gurren Lagann Parallel Works is a collection of music videos.
Yeah,
it depends on which ones he worked on. But knowing that he was there to work on that means that he's been around people who know their shit, because Parallel Works was...
So the big name here, probably bigger than anyone other than the music, which we'll get to in a second, is the series composition is being written by Makoto Fukami. And Makoto Fukami is best known for writing the first season of Psycho Pass and Psycho Pass the movie. And both of those things were very good. So, and very well written. I think the writing
Notice
on
how
both
Psycho
of those...
Pass 2 is not in the
Psycho
list.
Pass 2 is not in there. We don't need to talk about that. But Makoto Fukami has a really good history of writing things that are definitely appealing to a very broad audience. So I think he's definitely the right choice for this. Character design is being done by Hisashi Abe, who is actually a really well-known retro character designer. He did character design on Chobits and Gunslinger Girl.
Yeah.
So that's also, I think, a good choice for this. You definitely see it in the PVs.
Oh, yeah.
Character designs look very 90s in a lot of ways. Now we get to the music. Music is being done by none other than Shiro Sagisu. And he, for those of you who don't know, did all the music for the Evangelion franchise.
He sure did.
And that is what he is most famous for. But he also did the music for the Berserk Golden Age arc movies. So, yeah, I mean, those were really good. So if you have seen those, then this will feel very familiar to you music-wise.
I think I got to bring up the big thing, though. Mm-hmm. There's a big thing where if you read anything online about this, people are talking about, of course, the CG.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that's going to make or break, because this adaptation is definitely for people who probably have already read it, given where it's starting.
For sure.
And it's always going to be a point of contention. Like, the CG isn't going to go anywhere. It's just a matter of how well it's going to mesh with everything. Because even in this PV, we saw the 2D looked really good. And
the 2D has looked really good from the first PV.
Kind of jarring.
Yeah, and the other thing that I have to bring up is that it was kind of the same thing in the Golden Age movies.
Oh, absolutely.
The Golden Age movies, the CGI was really not good. No. And the entire first battle in the first movie is almost entirely CGI, and I really did not like it.
I think we're going to see more of it rather than less, considering it's a TV series.
And so I think people just need to be ready for that and need to be ready to kind of swallow that pill, unfortunately, because this is just, I mean, especially because...
I'm going to watch it. Like,
the
CG is not going to stop me, but the entire time I'm probably going to be like, I really wish this was either good CG or not.
And it's also a really hard pill to swallow that Milipensi is adapting this and not like, Madhouse or someone like that, which you would think, that would be a more naturally suited studio, but also Madhouse has a ton of shit going on right now, like everyone. So it would be hard for anyone to adapt this arc, because this is probably one of the most famous manga arcs of all time, and one of the famous arcs of one of the most famous manga ever made.
It's also like material that nobody really wants to touch, but they know it should be touched.
Yeah, it's sacred.
Yeah.
So, but the good thing is that if you've seen the Golden Age movies, the voice cast is entirely the same.
Yep.
You got some new faces like Maru Mizuhara as Puck. She's different from the original series. So, and I think actually most of the secondary characters that didn't appear in the Golden Age arc that are appearing in this are recast from the original series. So if you watch the one from the 90s, these will be some new voices. But as far as Guts, Griffith, and Casca, they're all voiced by... Hiroaki Uenaga as Guts, Takahiro Sakurai as Griffith, and Tao Yukinari as Casca. I think we can probably expect this to be a Berserk series. Yeah, I would guess
the PV looks incredibly well directed and well composited.
Yeah, I hope the CG does not get in the way of the story.
That's pretty much all we can hope for.
Yeah, and I mean, but the good thing is that what little 2D that we've seen looks incredible.
Oh yeah.
So I'm excited to see whatever 2D they want to give us, but I wouldn't expect too much.
Alrighty.
Let's move on.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm so excited to talk about this.
Sorry about that. Yeah. Like I said when we started, it maybe wasn't the 10 most series that we're excited for, but the things
cheer Danshi, by the way,
that we find more interesting. Obviously, neither of us are quite at the Fudanshi level yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Thanks from the help from our friends.
We are, as we as we set forth the other day, the Nakadanshin.
Oh God, no! Don't say that.
We'll let you guys piece together what that means.
What Nakadanshin means. Jesus. Can we even talk about this now? Will they let us?
Can't. No.
We're going to anyway. So this is interesting because it is a show about male cheerleading in a men's university in Japan. Mm-hmm. So I really like that it's not in high school. That's kind of like a passive cool. Plus 10 to anything.
For sure.
But it's just an interesting idea. I didn't even know that this was a thing in Japan. I thought men's cheerleading was kind of cemented as oendan, which it's not even like a cheer squad. It's a shouting squad.
Yeah.
Which is awesome if you go to YouTube and watch those. But here we are.
It appears a lot in Haikyuu.
Yeah,
there's
for real.
a lot of that kind of stuff in
Haikyuu. This is kind of a big mystery. I mean, obviously the manga was popular enough to get an adaptation, so hopefully it'll sell. The animation, at least in the PV, looks awesome.
Looks very good.
I love how the design looks. One thing that I noticed while doing research is the author is actually a guy.
Nice.
Yeah, that was super surprising.
So that's the thing that everything I've heard about this show keeps throwing different wrenches into like what I think it's be like a Fujoshi show. It could be a sports anime. It could be some weird fusion between them, and we really don't know.
I think it is. I think the biggest clues we get are in the staff.
The animation is so good.
Yeah, the director is Yoshimura Ai. She hasn't done a lot of like shows that are completely her as a director. One of them was Dance with Devils, which was not good.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what I can say about the direction
I got
of that show.
10 minutes into it, so maybe the direction was great. But she did some Black Butler, which some people like, not for me. Great. But most importantly, she has done a lot of Gintama work.
Nice. Okay. I can get into that.
Even better than that, Yoshida Reiko is the one doing the script and series composition. I know for sure that I've mentioned her on the show before because she normally works at Kyoto Animation. She's everywhere. Some of her highlights, she did Arya, coming up again. She did the script for the original Digimon movie. She did the script for all the Girls in Panzer stuff. K-On! Both seasons, the movie comp and script, and she wrote Tamako Love Story.
Nice.
So she is really good. She's one of those women in the anime industry that you cannot ignore. Nice. So her touching that is definitely great. And the voice cast, of course. You want to take over for the voice cast? I got it right here.
Yeah. So the main character, Haruki Bando, is actually voiced by Yonai Yuki, who is a complete newcomer. Or not complete newcomer, but this is one of his first lead roles. We're seeing that a lot this season. You'll see that more in shows that we talk about later in the show. We have a lot of well-known voice actors here. Nobuhiko Okamoto, obviously, Yoichi from Ori no Seraph, Yuki Ono, we've already mentioned him. So I mean, the voice cast looks good, and the show.
Tomokazu Sugita is in there too.
Tomokazu Sugita,
he's a side character, but he's in there.
He's in there. They're all going to be in there. There's going to be some guest stars. Probably.
This is. If not the biggest question mark, it is definitely one of the biggest.
It's one of my biggest question marks.
So I will be watching. But then again, the last time I had a giant question mark where I was like, this might be good, it was Prince of Stride.
Yeah, true.
So on that note.
That was disturbingly similar to what we've seen from this show. But at the same time, this PV looks a lot better than any of the Prince of Stride PVs looked. So
you were not wrong there.
I'm excited for that. And confusingly enough, this show being done by Brain Space.
Yeah, a little
not necessarily associated with anything like this, let alone animation that is that good. I mean, they've done some shows with some good animation in the past, but that's not the first thing that I would necessarily think of when I think of Brain Space. So I'm interested to see what this show is.
It's a big old mystery.
Yeah, I'm excited.
All right, let's move on along to Days.
Speaking of a thing that probably isn't a mystery.
We know exactly what we're getting with this one.
Days. So this is MAPPA's soccer anime that we've talked about a lot on the show already.
Because it's MAPPA doing sports anime. How fucking cool is that?
Yeah, so it's a hot-blooded OG sports anime.
Oh yeah.
If you've seen the PV, it looks really fucking good. The PV is incredible, and I'm so excited.
I think it's one of the PVs that's actually behind an IP block wall, so a lot of people might not have seen it.
Yeah. So it's being directed by Konosuke Uda. He's most famous for directing like the first 200 and something episodes of One Piece. So,
like the first 10th.
Yeah. So very good action direction PV or pedigree. And he also directed a Galaxy Express 999 movie, and a good one.
Yeah.
So And we've got character design by Kazuto Nakazawa, another very famous retro character designer. He did the character design on El Hazard.
Ooh,
he also was animation director.
Why does
on
El Hazard keep coming up on our podcast?
Because we saw it and it was really fucking good.
Yeah.
And I'm always impressed when people worked on it because it was a really good thing. He was also animation director on the Kill Bill animated short, which was really good. So that's good. We've got music by Yoshihiro Ike of Tiger and Bunny and fucking Dead Leaves.
Yeah, we can.
That's
I don't
crazy.
remember if Dead Leaves had good music. I
It
spent
did.
a lot of
Trust
my
me.
time trying.
I watched it the other
remember
night. It really fucking
Why?
did because it's Dead Leaves. It's only like 45 minutes
I know,
long, dude. It's
I know.
not, and it's not like anyone ever has to tell me like, "Hey, you want to sit through Dead Leaves?" Like, no, fuck, I'll watch that shit out of that. It's still really good. So. As with most sports animes, the voice cast of the show is
Boy, is it
nuts.
something.
It is nuts. So, again, we've got Takuto Yoshinaga, who is a complete newcomer as the main character. Tsukishi Tsukamoto, also the names on the show are fucking insane.
They're definitely showing names.
Yeah, and then as the main Goyle character, we've got Ayane Sakura, who is now Tomori and Charlotte.
I
and
think that was actually
ton
her
of
most
other
recent
things.
role.
Yeah, that
she's
was
been
her
in a
most
million
recent
things.
role. Daisuke Namikawa, obviously Hisoka.
Yeah.
Daisuke Ono, Jotaro, Mamoru Miyano, Rin and Free, Takahiro Sakurai. We've already talked about him. Yoshitsugu Matsuoka,
him.
fucking Kirito, and Soma.
Yeah.
And that's just to name a few. I could have put more on this list, but those are the biggest names, and those are some fucking huge names. So,
Yeah, this definitely fills our. I think this is going to be more Haikyuu than Battery.
oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah. Definitely something to look forward to. I mean, and it's MAPPA.
Yeah, and that probably is safe to assume that the animation is going to be pretty good.
Yeah, at least in the beginning.
Yeah, it's true.
At least in the beginning.
Very true. I'm very excited for this show. Obviously, again, there are a lot of soccer anime too. So, I think this is also going to carve out a pretty specific niche, and I'm just really excited to see what MAPPA does with the sports anime because, it's always a big question. Like, okay, what studio that's never done a sports anime before would you like to see do a sports
I don't
anime?
think I've ever seen like Soccer Sakuga either. Like
Yeah.
soccer shows normally don't look great just because they have a million episodes. We got Inazuma 11, looks like ass. Giant Killing just looked kind of like Call of Duty, very brown.
True.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
a
excited.
very good description. It looked
did.
kind of like Call of Duty.
It did.
No, you're
I
right.
was looking for
You're
the words.
100%
Yeah.
right.
So I'm excited to see a brightly colored, cool soccer anime.
Yeah, and the character designs look so good. They
do.
I'm so
And
happy.
the voice cast. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's safe to
everything
say
about
we're-
this
we're
show just
pretty
looks
excited.
really good.
We're pretty excited.
I'm very excited for this. So,
Alrighty.
all right, let's move on.
You got this one, right?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
all me.
Where to begin? First, you'll see if you're watching the video, I didn't even bother with character names at the bottom because they are 9 absolute newcomers. They had auditions and everything. So instead, I put the voice actresses' nicknames. You want to read them?
Aikian, Ainya, Rikyako, Arisha, Suwawa, Takatsu King in all caps,
Yes.
Ai, Anchan, and Shukashu.
Shukashu's great.
Shukashu.
So
There you go.
this, of course, is more Love Live. Finally, we've been waiting. This is
thank
this
God.
is the big reveal.
Speaking of which, you have to remind me to give me those Blu-rays before I leave because I'm going to watch it
I
all
know.
tomorrow.
We've been saying that for like a
Yeah.
year, and I still haven't given them to you. It's hard to let go.
I'm going to do it, guys, and I'll chronicle it.
Please do.
I will live.
Can you
I will live
can you
Facebook.
Live vlog it? Yeah, Facebook Live.
I'll
please.
Facebook. Yeah, I'll go live, like
Oh, my
live
Lord.
stream my Love Live experience. I will Love live.
My head just exploded. Anyway, so we should probably actually talk about the show.
Maybe.
So
good
for those
idea.
of you who have seen Love Live, and for those of you who haven't, Sunshine is pretty much a mirror of the original story, where a school is suffering from lower than normal attendance, and they're trying to think of a way to get more people attending the school. So what do? You make a school idol group.
Of course,
So
like you do.
it's the first half is going to be the story of getting the 9 girls together, and I see Mark's just exploded at Yohane. It's like, oh, I found my favorite.
I already
shit.
like her a
Yeah, I wish we had audio for this because her voice is something
God.
fucking amazing. But this is a tall order for Sunshine because Bandai, I guess we don't know the specifics, but the Love Live, the Muse Girls, disbanded. They're no longer under contract, so they said, hey, we need to keep the gravy train rolling. Can you do it again?
And that is
Kinda-
the big question, isn't it?
Yeah,
Can they do it again?
I'm confident, and I really shouldn't be, but I'm confident that they're going to do it again. From
they
everything that
probably
I've
will.
seen,
I mean, it's hard to imagine anything that would be as big as the original Love Live, but I can imagine that this will get close.
Yeah,
probably.
I think it might eclipse it. I don't know.
Who knows,
We'll
man?
see.
I mean, I'm willing to give it a chance.
Yeah.
Not that I'm a Love Live fan by any stretch of the imagination, but
Yeah.
you know,
as far as staff goes, the director is actually a newer director. He worked on Mushi Uda a long time ago. I think his skills might have faded since then. That was some time ago. But he's been doing all the music videos for Sunshine, and that's pretty much it. Now, something that makes me think that it's going to be good and it won't fail is the original creator is one Mr. Hajime Yatade. Now, if you go and look up Hajime Yatade, you will do what I did and go, holy shit, how is it possible for one person to have worked on so many things? That's because it's not one person. That is the pen name for when all of Sunrise's big wigs brainstorm
Fucking,
and put something together.
Cowboy Bebop was a Hajime Yatade show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even bother putting any of his credits here.
I completely forgot about that. We covered that in the fucking audio encyclopedia.
Yep, we sure did.
I'm trying to think of other. There's a lot of Hajime Yatade shows.
Yeah,
but most
countless.
of pretty much every
all of Sunrise's
famous,
good things.
Yeah, Sunrise anime from since they started have been Hajime
pretty much
Yatade
everything
shows.
except for Gundam, and even some Gundam series have been Hajime Yatade. So they're really putting their all into this, and I think it's going to work. You're going to go look up what Hajime Yatade has done?
I'm going to be bothered if I'm.
Yeah, Hajime Yatade has done some work.
God, what the fuck?
I think you found the wrong Hajime Yatade.
Come on. No, I mean, it has Cowboy Bebop on it, but I mean, I don't care about Aura Battler Dunbean.
Maybe you should. It was written by Hajime Yatade.
What about Yoroiden Samurai Troopers, a.k.a. Ronin Warriors from 1988? What about Mashin Hiro Wataru?
I don't want to remember Ronin Warriors.
It
wasn't bad, but
do you want to remember
Trider
Trider G7?
All right.
This is fucking dumb.
That's not the right page. You're at the wrong page.
It's Wikipedia.
There you go. Here's the money.
Battle Spirits, Buddy Complex.
We can forget about that one. I actually liked Buddy Complex.
Cowboy Beep. Dino Zone, Escaflowne. There's a lot of stuff. Build Fighters. A lot of Gundam. Idolmasters, Xenoclasia.
He didn't do that. I refuse.
Love Live. G Gundam. A lot of Mobile Suit Gundam 00 something.
Probably Age as well, I think.
All Thunderbolt, Unicorn.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So
Mobile Suit Gundam Son.
Oh, man.
The best Gundam series.
All right. Mark is only through the M's right now.
Yeah. SD Gundam Force.
My favorite.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
There's so much I could
Big O.
say about what
Tiger
I think
and
Sunshine
Bunny,
is going to do.
Tribe Cool Crew.
There we go. There's a real winner.
Witch Hunter Robin. That's it.
Basically, it means Sunrise is trying real hard.
Yeah,
and
they
from
fucking,
everything I've seen,
holy
from the
shit.
way they're promoting everything, from the music videos that are already out, it looks good, and the trailer just does nothing but get me excited. Like I was still kind of until I saw the newest long form PV, and I was just like, oh fuck, sign me up.
This is also looking to be another very good summer mood kind of show.
Oh yeah, it's the girls are in a city called Numazu, which has seen its tourism profits increase tenfold since it was announced that it was there. Not even kidding. And they're like a small seaside town.
I can't wait for Love Live to get so big that Japanese towns will start
Numazu's about to get bigger.
Bidding for
oh my God.
what is going to Love Live is going to be set there. In another 5 years,
we just do another Love Live. Now, one thing that I want to correct from previous episodes.
When will the first Love Live set in the United States happen?
The Love Live movie came to New York.
I know, but I mean, they need to do an entire one about just an American Idol girl.
Well, now that we have the girls coming to the U.S., it's a lot more possible. I did want to correct something that I think I might have even said this episode, but I've been saying all the time. It's not Aqours. It's
what is it?
Pronounced Aqua.
Aqua. Okay.
Yeah, it comes from the words aqua and ours. Really dumb.
That makes a lot of sense.
Thanks, Japan.
That it would be Aqua.
Yeah, it makes a lot more
sense. Well,
sense.
Muse was dumb too in the way that it looked. And
Muse makes sense the way that they come across the name in the show. Still a really dumb name.
Yes.
Anyway.
It is Japan, the land of dumb names.
Not Rising Sun, dumb names.
Yeah, the land of dumb names.
Ooh, this one's fun.
Oh, I didn't know you put this on the list.
Yeah. We decided we would do this.
Okay.
I only put one cast member or one staff member on this, and I put his credit as the Mahou Shoujo Naria Girls Overlord, and that is one Mr. Kotaro, Ishidate. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that most of our viewers did not watch Guda Guda Fairies, and I don't blame them. Most of them probably don't know what Guda Guda Fairies is. It was this experimental anime. You can't see me, but I'm saying anime in air quotes. Where they got,
I know what this is.
They got a few voice actresses together had them just talk for like 10 minutes at a time, and then they went back with MMD with Miku Miku Dance and like animated them as fairies. It was really funny, super experimental, and now they're doing it again, but even harder. They're just going to motion capture 3 new girls
Live.
Yeah, from my understanding, it's live.
This is
Holy
going to be
shit.
fucking insane.
Yeah, So the actual story is Urara, Hanabi, and Inaho are 3 girls who aim to become nationally renowned characters by creating animation of themselves. They chose a magical girl theme to catch the attention of everyone from children to adults. Can they safely become popular characters in a one-core magical girl anime? We'll see. I doubt it.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
I highly doubt that.
Like I said, putting together the 10 most interesting things, if this doesn't pique your interest, you might be dead inside.
Fucking insane.
Yeah.
Also, the studio's name is Bouncy.
Yeah, it's bouncy. The only other thing they've done is Good Fairies. But aside from a few like background character parts and one girl who I'm sorry for her was a main character in Glass Lip, they're completely newbies. So I mean,
What the fuck is this?
I don't know what else
like?
to say about this.
Is this going to be better or worse than that weird variety show anime that was on last year that was like hybrid anime and like live variety show?
Oh God, I forgot about that. That was so bad.
Yeah, it turned out to be really
Hopefully
bad.
it's better than that. The thing is, Guda Fairies is fucking hysterical because Kotaro Ishidate would just like give them a topic and run with it, and it always went in the most ridiculous places. Like, you know how sometimes South Park or Family Guy will start on a subject and then halfway through the episode they're just completely on something entirely different?
Yeah.
Simpsons does it too. It was like that in a 10-minute span and like ridiculously animated like CG fairies.
All right.
I'm excited.
I'm excited to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be a fucking mess, but I'm
absolutely.
ready for it to be a fucking
Crunchyroll
mess.
did have Good Fairies at one point. Hopefully they'll pick this one up.
I hope someone picks it up because I want to see just this fucking
I'll watch
shit
the
fest.
Raws. I will sub the Raws if I need to, damn it.
All right. Mob Psycho 100. So this is a animation that is a collaboration between Bones and One, who is the original creator of One Punch Man. So you guys would probably know what that is by now.
We're back.
So the story follows a boy nicknamed Mob for his lack of discernible characteristics because he, quote, fits into a mob.
They use the word mob differently in Japanese. Like a mob character is just somebody, he's a background character.
Yeah. He has psychic powers that will explode if his emotional capacity hits 100%, hence the name of the story, Mob Psycho 100. So it's being directed by Yuzuru Tachikawa, who directed Death Parade and also was an episode director on some episodes of Lupin the Third, Woman Called Fujiko Mine, both of which I think were good shows.
Yeah, they were.
Other than that, he doesn't really have a whole lot of like overall directing credits. So this will be one of the first shows that he has basically directed the series for. Series comp is by Hiroshi Seko, who wrote Attack on Titan and several episodes of Panty and Stocking. He's also got
Those
a lot
are
of
slightly different from each other.
He's got a lot. He's a Wit Studio regular.
Oh,
he wrote
gotcha.
a lot of
Sarah?
Rolling Girls, Seraph, shows like that. So
Okay.
he's got that kind of
This is
background.
probably from Production IG.
Yeah, probably. Character design, obviously, originally was by One and has not been changed nearly at all.
No. Oh, shit, I forgot we have a trailer.
Yeah, the series design is being done by Yoshimichi Kameda, who did the character designs for Me, and a lot of the Season 2 Alien designs for Space Dandy.
Space Dandy never repeated designs.
I know. Also, the music is by an unknown guy named Kenji Kawai.
I'm sorry, you got his name wrong. It's Kenji motherfucking Kawai.
Kenji motherfucking Kawai.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
sorry, I forgot we put that on the last one. He did the soundtrack for Joker game last season, and also did the soundtrack for movies like Ghost in the Shell and Pat Labor. I mean, if you don't know who Kenji Kawai is by now, who the fuck are you? Get out of here, bro.
A regular movie, non-animated stuff too. Like,
Yeah.
I think I was watching Red Cliffs,
Yeah.
a Chinese movie, and I was like, wow, this sounds a lot like Kenji Kawai.
Yep.
Or no, it was Ip Man. There we go. He did Ip Man. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
holy shit, it was Kenji Kawai.
This is another series that has a really interesting voice cast too. So as the main character Shigeo Mob Kageyama, we've got Satsuo Ito, who is another newcomer. Really good to see so many newcomers getting big voice
Happy
roles.
summer.
In the role of Ekubo, we have Akio Otsuka, who you guys would probably know for voicing fucking Blackjack. Like the Blackjack.
actual Blackjack?
Yeah, like not young Blackjack,
Blackjack,
the
the
Blackjack.
Blackjack.
Like
All right.
way back since like the 80s.
Sweet.
We've got Atsumi Tanizaki, who voiced Moe Nishinosano in The Perfect Insider.
did like
She's kind of a new voice actor, but she's playing Tomei Kurata. We've got Ayumi Fujimura, who was fucking Neferpito in Hunter x
She
Hunter.
was so creepy.
As Ichi Misato, and then we have Yoshimasa Hosoya, or
Hosoyan.
Hosoyan,
Yes.
who was a lot of things. He was Sosuke in Free. He was Daryun in Arslan Senki, and a lot of other things. He's been in a lot of stuff this past season. He's playing Tenga Onigawara. I'm really fucking excited for
I
the
have
show.
purposefully not read the manga so as to not spoil me, because I wanted to go back and read it, and then Bones announced this, like, I think it was during One Punch Man. They were just like, hey, we're going to do this too. And I was like, all right, guess I'm not going to read this, because one sense of humor is very unique and very good.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fucking hysterical. We already could see in that PV that the art style, while I feel like it's more cohesive than One Punch Man, it's going to look almost as good.
Yeah, I would say. Probably going to be a little bit more stylized than One Punch Man. Also, it's not going to look like Yusuke Murata's take on One Punch Man.
Absolutely not.
Honestly, the only character that looks almost the same from the original One Punch Man is Saitama, and everyone else is completely redesigned. Yeah. So, and obviously, One Punch Man, the anime was based off of Murata's take more than anything. And honestly, half of the reason One Punch Man is as famous as it is because Yusuke Murata went through and redrew it. So. Yeah, so this is going to be probably a good show, I would say.
Yeah,
at least, again, for the first couple episodes.
It's sure going to be pretty.
Yep, for the first couple episodes, and then we'll see.
We'll see if they can have a repeat of One Punch Man.
Yeah, but Bones, they're really good at making the first couple episodes look really good, and then...
that's like everyone, though.
That's true.
I don't want to single out Bones here.
But, well, I'm not singling out Bones, but also Bones sets the bar higher than anyone else, and then lets it fall really far if they want. So hopefully they keep this show going through the whole season. I'm excited to see it. I'm sure the first couple episodes will be fantastic.
Oh, I'm sure. Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Next up is, of course, Orange. I believe this is our last of the 10. I have not been keeping track, but going by our slide count.
Yeah. So,
you want to take this, or have you read any of the manga yet?
I haven't, but I also did the notes on this, so
okay, go ahead, take it.
I'll let you talk about the manga in a second. I just want to get all the staff and stuff out of the way. So this is a slice of life series by TMS Entertainment. The plot synopsis is this. One day, 16-year-old Takamiya Naho receives a letter supposedly from her 27-year-old self. The letter contains instructions on what to do on that day of school, and it rapidly becomes obvious that the letter is no lie. Naho must decide whether to follow the letter or her gut as drama surrounds her, her friends, and the transfer student Naruse Kakeru. So this is another thing that the PV makes it look really good.
Yeah.
The director is Hiroshi Hamasaki of Steins Gate and Terraformers. But let's go Steingate. Let's go Steingate.
Yeah. Director Steins Gate. Got it.
Yep, Steins Gate. Definitely nothing else.
Series only do so much with the Terraformers original content, though.
Yeah. Series comp by Yuko Kakihara, who did the series comp on Digimon Adventure Tri and Chihaya Furu. Character design by Nobutaro Yuki of Space Battleship Yamato 2099 and Battle Angel Alita.
Designs. It's very hard to.
He's been around for a while.
To make Leiji Matsumoto's designs better, and yet
true. he did a good job.
Yeah.
Nobuteru Yuki, he's been around for as long as certainly he's been around since Leiji Matsumoto was working in the industry.
Yeah.
But the voice cast again looks very good. We've got Kana Hanazawa in the lead role, and
It's been a while since we've seen her.
I sadly enough
Since we've seen her in a lead role, rather.
Since we've seen her in a lead role, but honestly, like I'm trying to think of anything that I've seen recently with her in it, and
she's normally in for like an episode or two, a side character or something. I feel like she was in Joker Game. Maybe I'm insane.
Yep. No, I don't think she was.
Yeah. Regardless, we haven't seen her in a lead role like this in some time.
For sure.
This is, having read the manga, this is going to be a role where she gets to show off the breadth of her emotions.
Yeah. Some of the secondary characters, we got Seiichiro Yamashita, who is not really a well-known voice actor by name, but he was Keisuke Katagiri a couple seasons ago in Haruchika, if you guys watched that. We've got Kazuyuki Okitsu, who was Andre in Prison School, and also Jonathan Joestar as Saku Hagita. And then we've got Makoto Furukawa, who is Saitama in One Punch Man.
Great.
As Asusa Murasaka. So it's a kind of an all over the place voice cast.
Yeah, well, this is I might have the number wrong because I've only read like the first 10 chapters or so, but it's pretty much 5 friends, and then a 6th one comes in, and the letter is about what to do with this guy, and we know what the relationships are 10 years in the future. I don't want to spoil any of it because a lot of it is obviously about that. You got the quasi time travel thing going, but those relations are set, and we get to see whether she decides if she wants to keep those or not. And to say the emotions run high is an understatement. Like within just like a few chapters of the manga, I was just like, oh man, I'm not sure if I want to read the next page. Like it makes you really anxious in a good way. Like I applaud any show that can drive emotions that high.
Yeah. I'm excited to see, obviously I haven't read the manga, but I'm excited to see just how much of a role that sort of stuff plays in the overall plot, because this is also presented as like a weird, like hybrid, like slice of life thing, but also kind of not.
This is definitely more drama than slice of life, for sure.
It'll be an interesting show, for sure. I'm excited to see.
I'm always happy to have a good romance show, even more when it's got like some sort of like weird fantasy wrench thrown in the works.
Yeah. And we haven't had a good romance show in a while, so I would like to see that. Yeah. I would be okay with that, especially given the contents of the rest of this season. I would very much like to see something that kind of rounds everything else out a little bit, because there's a lot of sports anime, a lot of slice of life, and then a lot of things that don't look great.
A lot of anime.
Yeah, and then it would be nice to have this kind of rounding things out. So,
I just want to go through real quick and say, of course, these are the 10 like most interesting ones. Not even the ones that we're most necessarily looking forward to. I know there's quite a few other ones for me, just off the top of this my anime list page. It's not off the top of my head. I was going to try to lie. Arslan Seki's coming back.
Yep.
That's super popular. Along with that is Shokugeki no Soma has a second season. We'll be talking about.
We have a lot of holdovers from this season.
Yeah. There's a new D. Gray Man. A lot of people will be excited for that. Both Mark and myself haven't watched D. Gray Man or read it. Danganronpa is doing something interesting, and it's running 2 shows simultaneously.
Interesting.
It's got like they broke Danganronpa 3 into 2 halves, and they're running like one's on Tuesday and one's on Thursday.
Wow.
So that's a super interesting thing. Prisma Ilya's coming back. There's Honda-kun, which we ignored, which is like a prequel to Barakamon and doesn't look great.
I will watch the first episode of that show only because after reading the plot synopsis and seeing what it is like, I don't think that it is going to be a good prequel to Barakamon, but it might still be a good thing.
Yeah.
It might be a good comedy. I don't know what exactly
you really can't tell from the poster and synopsis, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what it turns out being, but the fact that they have basically changed the entire voice cast is pretty disconcerting.
Yeah, for sure. There's new game, another Dogakobo Manga Time Kirara, combination that's probably going to be really good. New game, just real quick as an aside, is popular enough in Japan that when the first volume of the manga came out, it sold out and sold out and sold out to the point where there were Twitter accounts that were just letting people know when certain Akiba stores got more stock in. So I'm excited for that. That's really good. A1 Pictures has a new original called Qualadia Code, excuse me.
I'm assuming that is it My Hero Academia and JoJo are continuing on?
There's a few continuations.
Uninterrupted?
Two of my favorite shows that aren't licensed are continuing, Macross Delta and Kuromukuro. I'm not sure about Hero Academia. Originally, everybody thought it was one core, but now there came like a newspaper clipping that says it at least has 14 episodes.
Okay.
We don't know past that. I feel like there is another one that I'm missing.
Not Kisniver. That's one core.
Yeah.
Because there are ones that I thought I knew. Oh, ReZero.
ReZero, yes.
Yeah,
ReZero is 2 cores. Yes, yeah. That's one of the big ones. There's another super interesting thing happening next season that's called Regalia, the Three Sacred Stars. It's a girl mecha show, but what's interesting now is all the mechas are completely 2D. You don't really see that done anymore, so I'll definitely try that just for Sakuga.
It should be interesting.
We've got Rewrite coming up, another key adaptation that'll make us cry for sure.
Probably.
I can keep going, but I'm going to stop there and direct you guys towards the blog post. We worked pretty hard on that. Check it out.
Click on that annotation up there in the top left, and we will look forward to your feedback for what you guys thought about this. I think this is definitely an easier...
Yeah, let us know. This is probably easier to watch and easier to listen to than 3.5 hours.
For sure. A little bit more bite size.
Let us know if you prefer this way, you prefer that way, or if you prefer something in the middle.
Yeah, I definitely prefer this way.
I just love anime so much. It was so great to talk for 3.5 hours.
Yeah. Anyway, we have anything else to say?
Our award show is July 9th.
I will go look that up right now. It is, July 9th, I believe, at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube page.
It feels so weird to talk about last season now that we're talking about new season, even though last season isn't over.
But the reason why we are waiting so long to do the awards episode, so the whole thing is we want to do a live stream every season.
At least one.
Of something.
Some anime thing. Obviously, we did Overwatch a little while ago. But
we did Overwatch, and then last season we did the last episode of Erased, which I thought went really well.
Yeah, that was fun.
And I would definitely be interested in doing more of that, depending on like what is airing that season, if there is anything that would like kind of fit with. Obviously, this season, I don't really think that there was anything that was as big of a deal. So we just decided to combine our awards episode and our live stream into one. So let me hop on our YouTube page real quick. I do believe that is July 9th. I'm July 9th, Saturday, July 9th, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
The reason it's so late is because we are going to be at Anime Expo.
Yes.
And then we will need to rest
July
from
4th
Anime
weekend,
Expo.
we are going to be in Anime Expo. So yes, Saturday, July 9th, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There is a... YouTube video up on our page that says all of that information in case you want to just look at it visually, in case you're a visual learner. If you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube. That would help. We really want to get over 100 subscribers so we can actually...
Our channel name isn't...
UCWBNYY, a lot of other shit.
Yeah. It'd be really nice to have a channel name.
Go to onoanime.moe. Through there, you can find literally all of our other shit. Facebook.
Oh, that's right. I haven't even announced this to Mark yet, but I decided that for Anime Expo... I'm going to do at least daily blog posts. We're going to try to get videos out, but if we can't, I'm at least going to do like a rundown of what we did, what we saw on the blog.
For real, yeah. And but I think that we are going to try to do, if not one a day, then
something.
We're going to do videos. We're going to do videos from AX. We might take some videos out on the floor just for the fuck of it. But I think what we're really going to try to do is maybe one a night or one every other night, try to do some recap videos of like what we saw, 30 minutes, just talk about, what we saw and what we think. And and I'll be updating on the Facebook page as I get information, news, and stuff like that, because we'll be going to a lot of panels.
Try to live tweet some panels on Twitter.
People will be announcing things, important things.
Yeah.
A lot of really important people are going to be at AX this year, maybe more than ever before.
Yeah,
so
we got Fully, we got Makoto Shinkai's there, we got Shoji Kawamori. They are stacked.
There's going to be a lot of things to be had. So keep an eye on the Facebook, keep an eye on our website, keep an eye on the YouTube, keep an eye on everything, guys. I mean, we're just going to be posting like crazy.
Going to be popping off.
Yeah, but until then, we got one more video coming out, I think, after this at some point before AX. And then we got the AX stuff, we got the live stream to look forward to, and then we're...
It's a busy few weeks.
Then we're into summer 2016. hit us up if you guys have any questions. We're also doing some panels later on in July. You can find more information about that on oanime.moe. We've got a post up there telling you where and when you can see our shit. And then, yeah, I think that's it.
Cool.
Until next time, we will say goodbye to you guys. And
I'm so glad we don't say Blitzendagen anymore.
Yeah. All right, no more Blitzendagen. I'm so sad. I'm so sad because of that fact. Anyways, see you next time, guys. Goodbye.
See ya.